friends. Hi, Yarny friends. Let me adjust you, Dad. Maybe. This is Sally. Yep, I'm Sally on Camp Creek. I'm actually not on Camp Creek. Camp Creek's that way. I'm in my bedroom in my trailer house. Yeah, like I said, this is Sally. Hi, friends. I wanted to share part 2 of my fabulous garage sale yarn haul goodies. Okay, I showed my notions that we got at the garage sale. My daughter got at a garage sale yesterday or whenever it was. And I need to share my yarn that I got because I need to put it up. I'm going to be gone tomorrow and I need to get my house cleaned and I need to get this sock yarn put in my sock yarn display case. I know it's supposed to be a hutch, but it's a sock yarn display case for me. It's back there by Miss Lily, my very much mistreated because of a neglected spinning wheel. Anyway, I wanted to share this. Like I said, my daughter went to a garage sale and she bought $80 worth of stuff and so much fun stuff. When she said it's like $80, I was like, ooh, $80. It's like almost my electric bill. But you know, when you're a yarnivore, you just do. Okay, so that, like, I won't go eat with the girls and I won't when I go drink coffee with my friend, I won't get a dessert. Think of all the things that you can do. Anyway, I said yes. Not to the dress, but to the yarn. So we went through the first half and I want to share the second half. Because I know if you're a yarny person and you live in the yarny realm that I do, garage sale finds that are quality just are exciting. And so this is exciting, right? Because there's so much good stuff. Now, I believe this lady passed away. And the reason I think she did is because her husband was selling her goodies. Let me tell you, I would have to have passed away for my husband to be able to get to my goodies to sell them. Not that he ever cared, or he never said he cared, but I just think that's the case. I don't know why. For one thing, he said several times, my daughter told me, well, I don't know what we've got here, Well, I tell you what we've got here. All kinds of neat yarn supplies and yarn that came from a yarn store. Not Joann's, not Michael's, not Hobby Lobby, not Walmart, not wherever you buy yarn, inexpensive yarn, but a yarn shop. Like, we used to have a yarn shop in Watonga and she closed it down, and I supported it absolutely as much as I could, because that's such a blessing to have. But we don't have a Hobby Lobby. We don't have a Joann's. We don't have any of those things, a Michael's. We have to go 2 hours, I believe, 2 hours to any store like that. I think there might be a Hobby Lobby in Enid now. I've been to a couple of times, but it's almost as far as the city from me. So Elk City, Oklahoma City, or Enid. And we're kind of like stuck in the middle. So Woodward is a big town, but it doesn't have any yarny things. One time I heard there was a yarn store there. It was down an alley in someone's garage. And me and my sister looked for it, but it was kind of creepy down there. And we were scared to knock on the door. Okay, so that was quite a few years ago. And since then, I've driven past it, but I haven't, it looks like I see no signs of life. Okay, so I've never knocked on the door. Anyway, so that's where this came from, was from this garage sale that this lady sold that her husband said, I have no idea what we've got there. So that's why I think this lady must have passed away. She passed away and they sold her stuff. And what a blessing to us who are left here they didn't throw it in a dumpster, you know. They they sold it. They shared it with me, and I'm so excited. Anyhow, this is the yarn portion, okay? So, there's quite a bit of sock yarn in here. Like I said before, there were a lot of double pointed needles, a whole lot of circular needles, like 100 pair, 100 at least pair of varying sizes from great big to zeros. Yeah. Some straights also. Let me show. Well, I have a whole set of Brittany straights, a whole set, the entire set of these beautiful Brittany straights. The reason they're over here is I've displayed them in my jar, my ball jar, on my nightstand. So pretty. And you know, this is just a quick reminder. These do need to be oiled, and if you use natural wool, they get some oil from that. They really need. They feel brittle. Your crochet hooks, your knitting needles that are wooden, you need to knit some wool with them occasionally so that they don't get brittle, because I think these have been stored a long time and they feel very dry, very dry. But I'm going to take care of that. Yes, I am. Oops. Anyway, getting back to the yarn. So there's all this yarn and it's all organized. This lady had to have been very organized. It's organized in bags, and obviously some of it says this is a kit, as in this, and it'll have a pattern. Some of it is just in a bag with a pattern in the bag, such as this. The Noro had this in it and this in it. So I'm guessing there was something in there that she was going to make, bless her heart, God rest her soul. So, you know, it's kind of neat to share this lady's yarn. I don't know her name. I want to call her Mildred for some reason. Because, you know, I wonder what she thought when she bought it. Was she with her friends when she went into the store? Was it a girl's day, or did her husband take her? Or did one of her kids buy her a Mother's Day, you know, gift card or something? It just makes you wonder. What life has this ball of sock yarn from Swag that someone paid $20.50 for? What life did it live before it came to my house? It says the date on this is February 4th, 2008. And this is Jitterbug. It says it's Jitterbug. And it came from Wales. That's like across the water. Isn't that cool? It's a beautiful color. It doesn't, the color, simple sock pattern included. It's got some instructions. 100% Merino Easy Care. I don't see that. It may be called Martle, but it's cream with lavender and gray, purple and gray, not really lavender, all throughout. And there is, let's see, one skein of it, and then there's one skein of this sock yarn, which is the same price from the same place. It just cast away. I think it might say cast away, but it's the same. It's 100% Easy Care Merino. Sock yarn feels like sock yarn. And the thing is the date is 2008. It does not feel like it has been stored. What are you watching? Okay. Sorry, Paw Patrol. It just feels and smells just as nice. That little lady yarn smell. Just as nice and pleasant as it did, I'm sure, when she purchased it at Sealed with a Kiss. Yes. Also, look at this. Madeline Tosh. Madeline Tosh. This pashmina, machine wash in cold water, air dry. It is sport weight. Merino, silk, and cashmere. Called Tarte. Isn't that an absolutely beautiful red? It is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's mine. Oh, I need another display case, right? So all of this was together in one bag. I'm wondering if this was a project she was there. The colors really don't go anything at all together though, so I don't know. And there was not but I wonder if this might have been the $5 pattern. She paid $5 for this pattern. If maybe this was what she was going to use, because it takes a Cascade superwash. Maybe this was the pattern she was going to use that Madeline Tosh for. I don't know. It's kind of fun to try and figure out. So there's that. Moving right along. I have 3 of these. 3 $23 Crazy Zooter Ball sock yarn. This is 75-25 nylon. I've got 3 of those. This one's very pretty, greens and dark, to do that in the bright daylight. Sock yarn. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful? 100 grams, perfect. That's what it takes to make a pair of socks for me, with some left over to go in my shawl. And my little blanket that I've started 400 different ways and never finished. Another skein. This is Lorna's Laces. It's lace weight, obviously. It's nylon and superwash merino. Super soft. It's cream and tan. What do you want to watch? Okay. This is called Buckingham Fountain. And it was actually in this bag. I'm going to put it back in there. It's a sock yarn. But it feels a little bit too luxurious for that. Now these are not sock yarn, but I have made socks out of this line of sock yarn. This is Barocco Comfort, but this is a worsted weight. And another one. And this is a Barocco cotton and acrylic. Just a tad little bit. I don't know what that was for. These didn't have a pattern with them. Then here's a kit. $32.95 on this kit from Sealed with a Kiss, and it's for a scarf. And this is, she had a little bit of this mohair to add to her yarn, and I think that's what this was. I'm trying to speed up because I'm taking too long. I'm lollygagging. Look at this one. Okay. How do you say Melabrigo? This is navy. It kind of looks darker than that. And here's the same. These are 100-gram balls. Glazed carrot. This is Rio's. Merino Superwash. She paid $14 for this. These are possibly scarf weights because there's 3 of these. This one is the black gray charcoal, I imagine. Pearl tinsel? No, pearl 10. Those pretty? And these are all Malabrigo. Malabrigo? I was trying to see Rio. It's river, okay. 100 grams, made in Peru. It's a little heavier than sock weight. Maybe not as big as sport weight. Maybe about like a Patton's Croy, maybe. Oh, here we go. I've got some opal and some Poem sock, nylon and superwash, super pretty colors. This is a sock yarn, super pretty. Feels like it's not been stored for 20 years either, or however long, 17, something like that. This is an opal, isn't that pretty? You know, if you go to garage sales and you look, if you just look, two-toe, you can find treasures like this. And you know, you're not just stuck with one. I mean, I don't consider using Lion Brand Walmart yarn being stuck, except in the fact that you're kind of stuck using the same type of yarn all the time, when it would be so cool to learn to try to use something different. But a lot of us aren't in the economic realm where we can just go out and spend $80 on some yarn that may and may not work out as a project. Well, go to a garage sale, thrift stores. Do you know in some places there are secondhand yarn shops, secondhand craft stores? Yes, there are. Checking on the kid. I've listened to people, I think the Slow Crocheter, she's so sweet. I think she talked about that one time. I heard her talk about that. This is Veil. This is alpaca, and I have 3 of these. Baby alpaca. Which I paid $10 a piece for these. And then she's got these Rowan 25-gram balls of mohair. Silk, mohair and silk. Kids silk haze. Yeah, mohair and silk. And I'm sure this was a shawl that she was making or going to make, because they're all together in a bag. I have some of that mohair like that. Some Japanese. It's a Japanese brand. It came from a Tuesday Morning store. And I've tried to use it before, but I'm just not really smart enough to figure out how to do it. But this looks to be a little different, like it's not as sticky. So I think I may possibly be able to use that. Here is some more. This is alpaca socks. 21 bucks for that. I'm telling you. If I passed away and my husband went through my yarn and saw the price tags, he would pass out. Here's another one. I think this poor man to have lost his wife. It's so sad. Here's another one. I have had people pass away and give me their stash. This is alpaca, merino, and nylon. Isn't that pretty? There's 3 of those. So I don't know if that was going to be a shawl. Possibly. I had a lady pass away and they called me from, someone called me and said she wanted me to come get her fabric stash. And I don't sew a lot. I do sew, but I don't sew a lot or often. But I went and got it, and I have given that over the years. I have passed that on to so many people. Let me tell you, this is melange. I've never heard of that. Baby alpaca. There's 3 of these in this copper color. This came from Sealed with a Kiss. Also, 50 grams. So I have 150 grams of this, and the tag fell off because the string wore out. Not the yarn, mind you. Very pretty. I will make something, and I love those colors too. Here's a roll of tinsely stuff. I got no idea what that's gonna do. See, it just keeps coming, right? Here's some socks and lace. Superwash Lang. Here's another alpaca. Baby alpaca and bamboo. Baby alpaca and bamboo. Baby alpaca and bamboo in beautiful, beautiful colors. I love the colors. So pretty. I'm pretty sure that was going to be a shawl. I'm going to have to get another storage container just for yarn that is designated as a shawl. Which is good because I love shawls. Just do. Some more sock yarn right there. Oh, see, I've got to put all this up. I've got to find a place for all of this. There's some more. There's 4 of these. This is from Swack again. $13.95 originally. And it's called Wool something I can't read. It says it's from Canada. And there's 2 of this color and 2 of this color. Pink and a peach. And it claims to be a sock yarn. They say one of the ways you can tell if something it was really designated to be sock is it will be superwash with nylon. Actually, this probably was a shawl because it's 100% merino. It was something. We don't know what it was. Here is some linen in the bag with the pattern. I actually made my sister, when she moved to Texas one time, a beaded scarf out of some of this that I got on sale at our yarn store. And someone stole it out of the mail. I don't know whether to be mad or flattered. Okay, so here's a bunch of Barocco Captiva. There's no pattern in it, but there's like 6 of these. Cotton, polyester, and acrylic skeins, and it's shiny. It's brown, and it's shiny, and it's soft, surprisingly soft. I have no idea what that will be. Got a whole bag of that. Here's some more sock in dark colors. Liberty Wool. Actually, I don't know that this is, I thought this might be for socks actually but I'm not sure because this is just straight wool. Liberty Wool. There's 4 of them. Pretty. And feels so nice. It does not feel like it's been stored and trapped in a Ziploc bag for 20 years. It's almost 20. It does not feel like it at all. It's just amazing the quality of this stuff. Here's another one. This is Lorna's Lace from Somerset, California. Hand dyed. There's a whole bag. Various colors. These are sock yarn. Shepherd sock. 80/20. Look. See why I have to fill it? I have to put it in my cabinet. I'll have all these nice plastic bags to reuse too, right? I'm going to have to designate a whole area just for this fabulous, amazing stuff. Here we go. Here's some more. This is from Vermont, Oak Grove, Vermont, and this is mohair, merino, and nylon, 100 yards. And I have a whole slew of these. I love these colors, look, whole slew of them. Like this was definitely a shawl. This has got to have been a shawl. I just want to crawl into it now. It's 80 degrees in here. Well, really not. It feels like it right now, but it's kind of warm in here. But I want to just crawl in. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to show you my wild coat of many colors shawl that I'm fixing I'm making progress on. I started it and I got quite a ways, and then I ripped it all out because the yarn was too nice to do what I was doing with it. And so I ripped it out and I started over crocheting slow pokey throwing style. Because when I continental, I can do it and it's a little bit faster, a little bit. But if you figure in the drop stitches that I have to go back and fix, it really is not slower, or it's not faster for me. Plus it's not neater. And I heard an old lady say, now this is probably not true, but I heard this old lady say that continental knitting doesn't last as long as English style. There you go. That's true. But I heard someone say that. It's got to do with the twist, okay? So this is superwash wool. And these are all in this dark color, charcoal. And I have 3 of them. I have 4 of them. I don't know. Those you have to work on in the bright daylight. One more. Here's some of that mohair. Mohair and this beautiful alpaca and rayon. I'm sure this was a project. I'm sure it was because there's 2 sets. See that? And a pattern. Snowburst cowl. So I don't know if she was making 2. Maybe she had 2 daughters or 2 friends. I don't know. Because I think this just takes 2. Yes, and you hold them together. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna learn to do this. It's just, oh my goodness. And look, it's all been just, God just handed it right to me from a garage sale. I didn't even have to stress over it or feel like I was spending too much money. And what if it doesn't work out? What if I hate it? What if I can't do it? And I've spent $25, which is, you know, a fourth of a bag of groceries these days. So that's my yarn haul. Now, I didn't show you my coat of many colors shawl that I'm making out of that Noro and that one skein of poem that was silky and soft. It's in the other room, but I'll show it to you later because I did show it to you once. But anyway, this is my yarn haul from the garage sale. And you know, I'm not too proud to buy yarn in the garage sale. I'm not too proud to crawl in the dumpster and get yarn out. In fact, I wonder where this guy's dumpster was, because like I would go through his dumpster. I would do that totally. I'm just that kind of person. Anyway, so all this yarn has been temporarily, it's still in plastic, but technically it's on its way out of the plastic prison. I don't have to buy any yarn anywhere for a long time. Do you think I will ever get all this knitted up? Or will someday my kids be having a garage sale? No, I told them, bury me with my yarn. Bury me with my yarn. Just, you know, fill the box up with the yarn. No, I don't want you to do that because I'm not really going to be there. That's not where I'm going to be. That's just my body. It's just what's left of me. You know, and I would just rather that you gave the yarn away. So in about 65 years, when I'm ready to go meet Jesus, if he doesn't come get me first, then they can all figure out what to do with all this yarn, right? Because it'll not be my problem anymore. Let's see how much of it I can collect between now and then, right? Anyway, gotta go. Have a great day. God bless.